Hey guys, it's Shayla again from Freckle Finance. I just wanted to give you guys a update, especially since the last update was me crying, but things are going great, so I wanted to give you an update so you're not all worried about everything anymore. So as you can see from my stand mixer in the background, I do have all of my furniture. Today is the 22nd of November and I did receive all of my furniture on the 13th. As I explained in my Thanksgiving video, I will be posting a video on that. We are just waiting to figure out some of the furniture situation because some of it looks really funny. But I was so excited to get my furniture, and once the movers were here, everything went really smoothly. I pretty much had all of the stuff like unpacked and put away within about 24 hours, and I was by myself actually. My husband was not here during this period, and he was all like, what does the house look like? What does the house look like? And so it was great that we did it then because it kept me occupied and I wasn't bored at home with no furniture while he wasn't there. So to update on what happened since the DMV situation, I basically kept checking the website until I actually found a date to write the written test 1 week later as opposed to January 5th. I'm so glad I didn't just, book it and we'll just deal with it. And I just kept persisting that like I was gonna find a sooner date. And I actually gave that advice to someone else who was also new here, and she had the same success. Just kept checking until she got an appointment. So I went into the DMV and I passed my test, and I was so excited that I passed my test, but there is still a driving test that you have to take here. It's pretty much exactly the same as getting a whole new license here. So I'm thinking, who knows how long I'm gonna be until I get to do this driving test. And you couldn't book a driving test until you had your license number or your permit number, which ended up being the same as my license number. So I think they're the same thing. But I looked online and literally there was an appointment I could have booked that day had I had a person and a car to use. We decided to go with about a week later. So really this sped up the timeline like crazy that I was able to get an appointment much earlier than January 5th. So I am a very nervous driving tester. I failed both the G1 and the G2 the first time I took them in Ontario, and I was convinced, absolutely convinced, that I was going to fail the driving test here. And the annoying part is, as I sort of mentioned a second ago, we have to have a car available. That one's obvious, but we have to have someone who has a valid driver's license here available to be with us during the test. Now, they don't actually drive with us during the test, but they have to be in the car when the tester comes. So you're putting someone out and getting them to, take time off work and everything for this. So I was like, I have to pass. And both me and my husband passed. So the second I passed, I went into car buying mode, and I was just like frantically doing the rest of the research. Now, we were pretty sure on what car we were going to buy, and we were tossing up between the Hyundai Elantra and the Honda Civic. I will do a video detailing my whole entire experience dealing with the car dealerships and negotiating prices, because honestly, I think I did a really good job. And for anyone who's interested, we paid cash. So there was no financing. Whether or not the dealership wanted us to finance, I was refusing. So definitely stay tuned for a video on all the negotiating. We got a brand new, and I know some of you are going to kill me, but like I said, we paid cash, Honda Civic. So I just want to go over a second to explain, so it's not in the other video, why we decided to go with brand new. And that's just that some of the technology that's in the vehicles were either not in the used vehicles, or were in a vehicle that was pretty much like the level or the trim level was pretty much the same price as this new vehicle. And yes, you don't need technology, but keep in mind, we have the cash to pay for this. This is not, if we were in debt or we had to go into debt to buy this car, we would have gotten a used car, no frills, whatever, just like to get us through until we were out of debt and in a more secure financial situation. However, we plan to have this car for a long time. I keep saying 20 years. My husband says 10 to 15, because in 20 years, we can't predict what you're going to feel about a car or how our life is going to change in 20 years. But to get the brand new technology was not, in our opinion, so much more expensive that it wasn't going to be worth it over a 10-year period. However, by no means did we go crazy excessive on the technology. We literally got the second trim level on the Honda Civic. We were not going to get anything super crazy, but yes, I am super excited to have the car, and I have been going lots of places. Not really, we got it about 2 days ago, so I haven't gone that many places, but I've definitely been more relaxed because taking an Uber was just, it was getting really frustrating. It would take 15 to 20 minutes to just arrive at our house, and I would always get the pool option because it was cheaper, but then we'd kind of go out of the way, and it just took a long time to get anywhere. But that has a lot to do with where we decided to move, which we knew we were going to buy a car anyways, then, you know, this area and Ubers. For other adjustments going on, I have made some friends. I have gone on a bike ride, and there's plans to go on future bike rides. There's some hangouts, and I've also joined a book club, as well as I'm still very active at the gym that I said I got a membership at, and I've been going to like a weight class, like a class that does like weightlifting and also spinning, so I'm combining like cardio and other stuff, and everyone is just so friendly there that I haven't particularly made a friend at the gym, but even the instructors are very friendly. Just seeing someone on a regular basis that you recognize and you can say, hey, how's it going, and you know kind of a little bit about each other, has really helped the transition. So just a little quick what I plan to do moving forward, along with keeping up these friendships and this book club. I do plan on volunteering. Let's get you started on what I plan to do, and we'll see on what ends up happening, because who knows? I feel like what I want to do for volunteering is like prime volunteering, and so it might be hard to get a position, or the position within that group of volunteering might be the prime position. So I want to work in a soup kitchen, basically, or make food for the homeless. I think it's a great way to give back. If I'm not going to be working, I can still, you know, be helping people eat, which is a huge human necessity, and I love cooking, so I think it would be a great way, and I would also be able to connect with those who are less fortunate than me, which is always, you know, keeps you really grounded and can be very eye-opening. And other than that, I'm going to attempt to learn French off of CDs and books, because there's not really French classes here, which that would be really cool if there was. So definitely stay tuned and click that subscribe button below if you haven't already. I will be continuing to update you on my process, and if there's anything super exciting or I find great deals or anything like that, I will probably be doing videos. And let me know down below if you guys are interested in grocery hauls or just any other lifestyle videos that you would be interested in seeing me do, like a day in the life or a cleaning routine, just anything like that. I will still be keeping my channel more focused on finances than anything else, and my financial independence journey. And if you have questions on anything that I have not covered in any of these update videos, feel free now and on any other video to ask questions. I am happy to answer these questions for you. And remember, no matter what your financial situation is, have a great day. Bye.